Hello students. The next thing I wanted to go over for Islam with you guys is their rituals, practices, and holidays. So these notes are going to be over that. As you watch this video and scroll through these notes, you are going to recap the 5 pillars and then just write down 2 facts about the Islamic calendar and the Islamic holidays, and finally end by telling me about the 3 holy cities in Islam. So we'll start this right here, beliefs, holidays, and rituals. The Quran is the holy text. Muhammad's revelations were compiled in the Quran after his death. Muslims believe it contains the word of God. There are 114 surahs, or chapters. It is written in Arabic, and it is the final word of authority in Islam. Muslims believe in 5 pillars of faith. Those 5 pillars are what Muslims do. The first one is the Shahada, which is the testimony or the declaration of faith. There is no God but God, and Muhammad is his prophet, or Muhammad is his messenger. The second pillar is Salat, the prayers that are performed 5 times a day: dawn, noon, late afternoon, sunset, and before going to bed. Muslims wash before they pray, and they face Mecca and use a prayer mug. They, in societies that are predominantly Muslim, you'll hear a call to prayer by the muezzin in the minaret. Muslims also pray in the mosque on Friday. So this is an example of that. It shows the ritual, how Muslims pray and which way they face, and that prone position that they're in. Zakat is almsgiving or charitable donations. Muslims believe that all things belong to God, and zakat is the way to give back to people that are in need. It means both purification and growth, and it's expected that you give about 2.5% of your income to those in need. So sometimes Muslims do this every year during Ramadan to help those in need. Otherwise, it's just an expectation to give to those who need help. Sawim is fasting during the holy month of Ramadan. It's a method of self-purification. There's no eating or drinking from sunrise to sunset during that month. Finally, the Hajj is the pilgrimage to Mecca. It must be done at least once in a Muslim's lifetime if they're physically and economically able to. 2 to 3 million Muslims make the pilgrimage every year. Those who complete the pilgrimage can add the title Haji to their name. Obviously, it looked different this year because of the coronavirus, but there's a specific routine that's followed every single year that's prescribed, where Muslims go to follow the path of Muhammad for that Hajj. So these pictures are of the people, the traffic that go to Mecca in Saudi Arabia to complete that Hajj every single year. Let's talk about Islamic calendar now, the Islamic holidays. So the calendar is based on a lunar year of 354 days. It begins 2 days after a new moon, and the months drift backward over the seasons and return to the same starting point every 33 years. So the month of Ramadan gets earlier and earlier compared to our Gregorian calendar every single year. Ramadan is the month of religious observance. Muslims reflect on the past year, show gratitude, and use this time to reconnect with Allah. They don't eat food or drink. It's really about abstaining from the pleasures of the flesh from sunrise to sunset. So you can imagine during summer days that is a very long time to go without food. Muharram is the Islamic New Year. It is celebrated at the beginning of the religious year, and it's celebrated quietly with prayers and readings. Mawlid al-Nabi is the Prophet Muhammad's birthday. It commemorates the founding of Islam through the revelations of the Prophet, and it's celebrated by reading recollections of Muhammad's life and its significance. Eid al-Fitr is the last day of Ramadan, and this is a big feast. It celebrates the end of the month-long fasting, so you dress up in your best clothes, you decorate your homes, kids get treats and visit with friends and family. Sometimes they exchange gifts. And the last one is Eid al-Adha. This commemorates the unwavering obedience to Allah. So this is about when Abraham, in Islam, Abraham is believed to have almost sacrificed Ishmael, whereas in Judaism they believe that he almost sacrificed Isaac. Muslims believe that Abraham almost sacrificed his son Ishmael to show obedience to God or that submission to God's will, and then he was replaced with a goat instead. So Muslims sacrifice a lamb and distribute the meat to family, friends, and the poor. So this is another time when they give to the poor to help those in need. Other Islamic practices are haram, things that are forbidden. Alcohol, pork, gambling are all forbidden practices in Islam. Halal, food that is permissible is halal, so what is allowed is halal. Sharia is the body of Islamic law to regulate daily living, and this is based off of the Quran and the sayings and teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. And the three holiest cities in Islam are Mecca, Medina, and Jerusalem. Mecca, because that's where Muhammad was born. Medina is where he fled. And Jerusalem is where he is believed to have made his night journey when he went up to the heavens and met God and talked to God. And that's when he received the instructions for praying 5 times a day. So those are the rituals and practices of Islam. Just ending it here with a map of the world's population of Islam, so you can see places that have more densely populated Muslim populations here in the Middle East and in North Africa. But other areas, even Indonesia, that has in terms of raw numbers, the highest amount of Muslims living in one area, you can see their population isn't as dense there. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.